What's up, Airsofters? Airsoft Atlanta TV here, bringing you a side-by-side comparison of the ASG SPAS-12 and the Tokyo Marui SPAS-12. So first we're going to be noting the overall build of the SPAS-12. This is the ASG one. It is going to have metal outer barrels and inner barrels. It's going to have plastic construction all throughout the body, save this rear iron sight and the trigger itself. We're also going to have this swivel in the back that is also metal. Everything else is going to be plastic in the construction. Another thing to note that's going to be drastically different from the two is going to be the inclusion of the charging handle. The charging handle is non-existent on the ASG model, whereas the Tokyo Marui version does have an imitation. It's not going to be functional by any means, but it does have that nice little detail. As far as the construction is concerned with the Tokyo Marui, pretty much the same as the SPAS-12 on the ASG version. Metal for the outer barrels up in the front, the tube, and the inner barrels. Most of the construction is going to be plastic, metal, and the plastic is going to be on the trigger. There is a different style of safety as well, and it's going to be a D-ring style sling holder right here versus the swivel one on the ASG. With the ASG once again in my hand, we're going to talk about the functionality of the weapons. The lever on the right side opens the door for your shotgun shells. Close the door, pump it, and then you have a button style safety that when pushed to the left is going to be fire, pushed to the right is safe. There is a red line indicator for fire mode. Then just simply point and pull. Now, one thing to note is that the pull is going to be slightly harder on the ASG versus the Tokyo Marui. The key differences for the Tokyo Marui, well, that all works the same, and you can actually fit the other shells into the Tokyo Marui and it will still work. The main difference is the actual selector is going to be back for safe, push forward for fire. With a considerably softer pull, the Tokyo Marui is a lot easier to handle and altogether feels a lot better in the hand than the ASG. So with all of my praise of the Tokyo Marui versus the ASG, why would I purchase the ASG over the Tokyo Marui? Cost would be my main factor in determining which one I would purchase. The ASG is going to be considerably less. It's going to be a fraction of the price of the Tokyo Marui. The Tokyo Marui shotgun is going to be more on the lines of $190 to almost $200 once you factor in shipping and all that handling and stuff like that. The ASG, you can buy almost 4 of them for that same price, running in at about $60 per unit versus $180, $190. While you do sacrifice build quality and overall ease of use, ASG is definitely the budget shotgunner's choice when it comes to these two particular shotguns. Let's do a side-by-side comparison on the shooting. Alright, so I have the Tokyo Marui in my hands. We have a target downrange at a substantial distance. Tokyo Marui first. Just fell short. Hit. 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 And now we're going to do the same range test with the ASG. Alright, so as you can see, there are some scatter marks all around the target. Some of the BBs are actually embedded into the cardboard, while others made dents, fell away, and others either came to the bottom or fell short altogether. And this was from both of the shotguns. They actually performed rather similar. Surprisingly enough, the BBs that you see embedded are actually from the Tokyo Marui and not the ASG. So in the range test, with the ease of use and the way the pumping and stuff like that and the actual firing of it, I still would go with the Tokyo Marui, but at the same time, I would not write off the ASG shotgun altogether.